Hello everybody, welcome to part 5, and I think this is going to be the final part of this particular penny hunt. The albums are filling up nicely. Obviously the older ones there, the 1860s and 70s, are going to be scarcer than the more modern ones, but we're getting on alright. The pile's definitely going down. Let's have a quick look at what we need. We need the 1953 penny. We need it twice actually, because the 1953 is the obverse for that one as well. We need the 1951 penny, but if you look at the mintage figure, it's very unlikely we're going to find that. I was very lucky to find this 1950. We need the 2 KN Kings Norton of 1918 and 1919. They are very scarce as well. We've also got the obverses of Edward VII to put in, so I'll put that one in there. And of George V. Now there's something about George V I don't like about this album. There's only one place for the obverses. Now this one in 1927, you can see is a much bigger head. The neckline comes right down there past the writing. And in 1928 it changed to the smaller head. But they've allowed for only one obverse in the album. In fact, you could argue there's 3 because there was a slight modification of this head in 1926. Yeah, so this one's 1927 and this one 1928. So what I'll do, I'll put the older version in there of verse space. This one's from 1918 and that can go in there. Now Victoria Young head, I've got a very warm one there from 1862, and over here it says aged head, so that is 1884 going in there, and virtually in that condition it's so difficult to tell the difference. Okay, right, let's grab a handful and see how we get on. Starting with the 1919 and a 1913, 1930, there's a shiny 67 and there's a battered 1993, we've got that though. 1926, 44, 47, there's a Victorian 96 and a dirty looking, what's that, 1918, oh, is that an H mint mark? That's an H mint mark, but not a very nice condition, that's a shame. See what, I'm going to see if I can clean that up. Yeah, I'm going to be speeding it up a bit now because I want to get through it in this video if I can. 1928 there, and there's an old one, and is that readable? One of those dates that's so difficult to read. I think it's 1892, I think that's a 2 on the end there, we've got that one. 13. 1922. If you looked at my other videos, you'll know what to look for. We don't want to see the middle prong of the trident touching one of those beads, one of those teeth around the edge, but unfortunately this one's touching. If you find one that's not touching, you've got yourself a few quid there. Now there's another Victoria again. It's, that's so damaged. It's not even worth it. I think it's 1881. 1862, terrible condition. $1885, I think we've got an 1885. Oh, we haven't got an 1885. Let me move the camera over here. There we can see it's one of the blank ones. 7,145,000. Let's have a look at the condition of it. It's not too bad. You can see the ship and the lighthouse clearly there. There's Victoria. In fact, it's one of the best conditions we found about that age. Oh, let's get it in there. That's one more. $1863, yeah, we've got an 1863. Better condition than that. And that's another unreadable one. No, that is unreadable. I'm not even going to try with that one. I'm recording this Sunday morning, 10:34. So what am I watching at the same time? Has to be, doesn't it? Right, let's carry on. What is it? Okay, there's a 1916 there. Let me show you what I mean by the broken tooth error. So here we've got the two versions of the 1916 penny. The one on the right, you can see the ear is more recessed into the coin than the one on the left. But sometimes this is very difficult to spot, but there is an easy way to spot if you've got a recessed ear coin. So this is the common one, and you see the word Brit. After the word Brit, you've got two colons, or one colon, two dots of a colon, and if you follow them up to the bead or the tooth is whole, it's in one piece. Now, if we look at the recessed ear version, you can see, following the colons again, you'll see the tooth there is broken in half. Now, all recessed ear coins, 1915 and 1916, have got this error, so it's well worth adding this one to your collection. Yeah, if I can zoom in as much as I can with this camera, you can see there how the bead or the tooth is broken in half. The 1915 and the 1916 have this error, but it's much more common on the 1916. Now, this was done to reduce ghosting, and there's a little bit of an explanation of what ghosting means there, if you want to pause and read that. As a 1915, I always check for the broken tooth error because they're much scarcer on the 1915s. But no, that's a solid tooth there. So not this one. But Dan did send me a 1915 broken tooth, so thank you very much, Dan. Pre-decimal Dan. Oh, there's an Australian coin there, penny, 1941. Nice one. Right, and the next handful. $19.95, but that's a small gap between the trident and the P. Oh, 1928, that's not bad for 1928. Has it been shined up? Not sure, but that's pretty good condition for a 28, so I'll swap that one. And what we've got here, 1860, that's an 1860, that's the very first one we need, but the terrible, terrible condition. Okay, first of all, we'll swap the 1928 for that one, better condition. And if we go up here to 1860, monk it down there somewhere, you can see one says round beads and the other says tooth beads. Well, there's absolutely no way of telling what is what on there because all you can read is the date. You can't see the beads, so we'll put it in the first one for now. $1916, check for the broken tooth up the top there. No, this is the common one. Check for the dots. There's something there, isn't there? But it's not a dot. It's just a scratch, unfortunately. Oh, and there's an 1888. That's definitely one we're looking for. 1888, just over 5 million. And that's another one for the book. We're getting through these at a rate of knots now. Definitely going to finish it in this video. 22, trident time. Let's have a look at that trident. No, look at that. Middle prong touching the bead. It's one of the common ones. 1881, yeah, we've got that, but oh, it's got the mint mark. Hang on, let's just move up there and have a look. I'll check the condition. There's a cross on there. Let's have a look. There we go. The 1881 with the mint mark. You just see the H there. Yeah, lovely. Not much difference in mintage figures between the non-mint mark and the mint mark one there. Nice to get them both. 1891. Got that one, but strange marking on there. Nice big handful here. Right, here we go. 1897, no dot. Another unreadable one there. There's no way you can see the date on that. It's just the 18. So I won't put that anywhere. 1875, I think we've got that one, haven't we? Yeah, I've got a better condition one than that as well. 1862, again, yes, we do have a better condition one. And 1914, next handful. And there's a 1912. I believe it's got a mint mark. It certainly has. H mint mark of Heaton. Now, this is the most common mint mark one of the 1900s, but still, it's nice to find it. That down there. Uh, 1884, I believe we've got a better condition one than that. Yeah, we have. 1834, 32. 1897, no dot. 1890, no, we do have a quite a good condition, 1890, so another, oh, I'm not going to see the date on that, no way. No, not even going to guess that one. Now these 1926s, I will be checking for the modified head. I put a link to the video in my last video, video number 4. So if you want to have a look at that, very hard to spot, but like I said, I did make a video on it. So I'll be checking them later. The pile's getting low now. Look at that, got 2 milli left. A couple more handfuls, we should be there. Right, let's go. No, 1861, but that is terrible condition, isn't it? That's just awful. But you can read the date. So here we've got 1861 plain and 1861 LCY and on reverse. Well, there's no way whatsoever we're going to tell whether there's initials on there or not. So just for date run purposes, I'll put it in there in the plain slot. What on earth is that? 5 or? What the hell is that? Need some help on that one. 1953, 5 or. Gustavus the Sixth. That's different. That's it. Okay, one more handful. I'm going to gather them up and see what we get. Okay, there we go. That is the last lot. Let's see what we've got. $18.83, I believe that's one we've got already. Yeah, and the one we've got is in better condition. 1915, come on, let's have a broken tooth. 1915. I remember after the Brit, colon, no, that's a common one. 299, 7. Same again, 16. Oh, it's damaged in that area only, but it looks, no. That's another common one. Keep checking. That looks like a broken tooth. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's another one. I found one in the hunt anyway. These are not actually very scarce, but are worth looking for, as I say. And get it added into your collection. Right, just a few more now. We got a 67 and a very tatty one here. What is that? $18.73, is that? Let's call it 1873. Yeah, another terrible condition, but as we haven't got 1873, we'll put it in there. Can we get another broken tooth? Oh, I don't believe it. Look at that. There is broken tooth right in where the colon aims at. There's the broken tooth, the recessed ear, which is very much more difficult to see. The recessed ear. Yeah, as I just said, found another one. They're not too scarce. The 1916s. Worth having in your collection, I always think. Worth looking for. $1,900. Don't say we're going to get a 15 in the last lot. It doesn't look like it. Whoops, wrong way. No, those teeth are perfectly fine. That's a common one. $19.93, got that. Better condition than that. 31. 1997, no dots there, and the very last coin is a tatty 1928. Well, that's it. Didn't do too bad, I don't think. The amount of Victorian coins in there was incredible. As I said, there's about 1,000 coins, roughly 1,000 coins. I've bought 1,000 coins before and probably only got about 5 or 6 Victorian in the whole lot. So you never know what you're going to get. I've bought 1,000 from eBay which said unsorted, and when I got them they were all Elizabeth and George VI, so you just take your chances sometimes. Yeah, I had an exceptional amount of Victorians in this one. None of them were in fantastic condition, but for date run wise, certainly interesting looking through them all. I don't really want to say where I got these from in case the guys gets any more sometime. The star pick is obviously the 1950 penny with a mintage figure of, you can read that, just 240,000. I would have loved to have found a 51, 120,000 of that. Well, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell, let you know when I upload more content. And I'll see you in the next video. As I said, I've got about 3,000 old halfpence to sort through. I'll have to make a video on those sometime. Okay, everybody, see you in the next one.